Hello, everyone. Once again, we are doing another Facebook Live. I think we're on our 9th one today. This is called a marathon or or just craziness, something, whatever it is. But we are on with David Maughan. And David Maughan, I consider a friend who's really actually given me some stuff in my own office to help with some of my patients. So David's got a really cool story. I'm going to let him share a little bit, but I'm going to share a little bit. Like he's a very I would say you would consider him a very successful businessman, but because of his mindset, he doesn't like to be told you have to do this, this, and this. So when he was told he had to do something for cancer, and when he was told he had to do something for type 1 diabetes, he said, "No, I don't. I'm going to change it." So he's cured himself of several different things. He's a type 1 diabetic survivor that has never taken insulin. And when people say that, they're like, no way, that can't happen. But he can, because of what he's invented, but also because of his lifestyle. So David, welcome. And just tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of about what you've created. So thanks so much.
Well, Shane and Liz, thank you so much for having me on. And I really appreciate you guys putting on this Be Healthy Utah. It really is a great way to get the word out to people about some alternative ways that they can actually take care of their health, and in my case, I just decided that I wasn't going to allow someone else to determine how I was going to feel and the way I wanted to live my life. So yeah, just to be a little bit on the specifics with type 1 diabetes, when I was diagnosed, after actually being a type 1 diabetic my whole life, I officially was diagnosed in my early 40s.
Which is way crazy, because that is
but I had made changes throughout my life, right, on just what I was eating and what I was doing and exercising and taking care of myself. I felt better, but I didn't know that I was a diabetic. And so I cut out the potatoes. I cut out all the sugars, back in 95. So, I just cut it out cold turkey and never went back. And I just felt better. So when I was officially diagnosed, they said, well, you have to go on insulin today, and you need to take this medicine. And I'm like, nah, I think I'm going to go ahead and work on doing this myself. And
which is kind of the funny thing, because isn't that the craziest thing? Like, you've had it for how long? And the day they diagnose it, it's like, oh, well, now you have to do this, this, and this. Yeah. And like, I haven't done it for the last however long I've had it. They do that with cancer. They do that with so many things. It's so frustrating. It's like, it's that fear mentality. Now you have to do this, this, and this. Otherwise, you're going to have all these problems.
Yeah. And I'd done a little bit of study because my dad, had some of the same issues. He had pancreatitis, and one of the things that he kept telling me was, there's a reason why I don't do insulin, because it'll shut down my pancreas completely. And once you take insulin, it sends a message to your pancreas that it's no longer needed, especially if you're a type 1 diabetic.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And so all of a sudden you're now living without that pancreas, and you're fully dependent upon that insulin. And I decided to do it the opposite. I decided to go ahead and figure out a way to manage it. And as part of that, we created some products. And one of those is a liver cleanse that allows you to actually manage your blood sugar levels and to be able to fully manage the way your body's reacting to what you're eating. And that is in conjunction with exercise and what you eat. So, it used to be that diabetes was an illness of the wealthy, right? Back in the old days, as early as, 600 years before Christ, they diagnosed diabetes. And
I didn't know that.
they called it honeybee, basically.
Or the smell of their urine.
Yep, the smell of their urine, and the flies would just come.
Oh,
right?
I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and it was a disease of the wealthy, but everybody.
They were the only ones that could eat whatever they wanted and have all the
exactly
and the treats and everything, because no one else. If you're slaving away in a field, you couldn't have that.
Yeah, you're spot on. And some great research has been done over the last, 20, 30 years. Dr. Ben Bickman is a gentleman that I followed for many, many years.
Yeah, he was one of our speakers at our last conference.
Yeah, and he's phenomenal, and so when I started sharing him with what I was doing, he started sharing me with some of the things he was doing. And I've kind of melded in some of the things that he's been doing into what I'm doing now. And it's even made life even better. And so the ability to, wake up in the morning, to walk into my kitchen, mix up my liver cleanse, drink it down, wait 20 minutes, and then lead a normal life, a normal day. That's absolutely worth the few minutes it takes to do the mix and to walk in the
Well,
kitchen.
I don't know if you can say live a normal day, because you do bike about an hour every day, and not everyone would consider that
And you're
normal.
probably still doing the basketball in the
Yeah, and you
morning,
do
right?
you do the 50-mile mountain biking, or not mountain biking, but street biking and all this kind of stuff. So I think you're a little bit above different than normal.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't be normal. You're correct. I'm not normal, and my wife tells me to stop acting like I'm normal. So, so yeah, I mean, I enjoy the racing. I do the long distance bike races. I did one last Saturday in St. George, and you may have heard about the two brothers that were killed. They got hit and killed on their bikes in the race. And so unfortunately, their sons were right behind them, and they were the first ones at the accident. And it was pretty tragic. But they were out there trying to exercise and, do the things that they should do. And somebody who was driving under the influence decided to end their lives. So it was pretty tragic. But overall, I would say that, the benefits of eating properly, the benefits of taking a really good liver cleanse on a regular basis, and the benefit of exercising combined together absolutely lead to a better lifestyle. I mean, I don't want to change mine. I do my 2.5 hours of exercise every morning. It's either cycling or basketball, and I love it. And it keeps me young, and my joints feel great. I don't have, the knee joint pain that I had in my 30s. Once I made the changes in diet, and then life became much better. So that's really what we're going to be doing at this show, is just helping people to learn how to lead a better lifestyle, to figure out how to live healthier. So,
and I know that you call it a liver cleanse, and I think you kind of have to use that to get away with it. It's really to help the blood sugar, to help balance it out. And I tell people, because I use it with my patients, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to be honest with you. This is probably the cheapest supplement you'll ever get, because it lasts 3 months. It's like, I think we sell it for $40 or $50 kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it lasts for 3 months. You don't have to take a lot of it, and it works.
Yeah.
And it works.
It works. And, we've had a lot of fun helping the type 2s, especially, right? It's a lot easier to help a type 2 than it is a type 1. Type 1s have to completely change their lifestyle. Type 2s, they just need to take the liver cleanse and maybe walk a little bit, right? It's not I have to change my life in order to get the benefit. It's, you know what? A small tweak, a small change. We call it the aggregation of marginal gains, right? Make that small tweak in your diet. Make that small tweak in your exercise. Start walking. 20 minutes after you eat. As soon as you finish eating, go walk for 20 minutes. As soon as you finish eating lunch, go walk for 20 minutes.
We were able to actually see that firsthand, because in the past we've worn so a CGM, a constant glucose monitor, right?
And we did it. We're not diabetic or anything. We just did it because we wanted to see,
And we were able to see, like, really fine tune what is it that's making our blood sugar spike. And one of the things that we noticed is, after you eat, if you do some sort of cardio or just
and it's
a
just
walk,
go for a walk.
or
it's not even a brisk walk. It's just
even like, what I do is, after I eat, I get up and I just start doing the dishes, or I sweep, or I wipe the counters off. Like, I try to do something that's
Or we
active.
had the rebounder guy on earlier, and jump on the rebounder.
Yeah, this kind of stuff, it makes your blood sugar levels
so they don't spike.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the sitting afterwards and not doing anything. So, we have a saying, you got to get off your seat and get on your feet. Get out and get to work. Go do something. Go walk. But yeah, just 20 minutes after each meal, you'll notice a huge difference. You'll notice a huge difference.
So how did you create this product? How did you figure it out?
By trial and error. So I just kept working and studying, and eventually came up with the right formula. We have multiple formulas now. We have formulas that are for your immune system to boost it. We have formulas for hypertension. So we're expanding our horizons, trying to really help people to understand that, there are things I can do naturally, that with naturally reoccurring herbs, that allow my body to actually recuperate and recover, and to actually heal itself. So the body's pretty amazing, and we just have to allow it to do its work without, stuffing our body with chemicals and trying to figure out, where the next pill is going to come from. Let's figure out actually how to eat properly. Let's figure out how to take the things into our bodies that are going to help us to every single day improve some aspect of the way we live. I mean, nobody wants to live where you're completely sitting on a couch and you can't do anything for yourself. Nobody likes that.
No.
And that's where a lot of people are heading if they don't start, getting off their feet, getting up on their feet now. Get off your seat, get on your feet, get to work, do something, go work in the yard, put your fingers in the ground and dig in the dirt and ground yourself, right? We're all electrical beings. So ground yourself, and get those minerals absorbed through your hands.
And get that microbiome from the dirt.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Do something.
So just share a little bit real quickly. You've had cancer twice, correct?
Just once.
Oh, just once. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought it was twice.
Once was enough.
Yes, but you took a completely natural approach to that. Once again, they said you need to do this, this, and this. Can you just share real quickly that little story?
Yeah. So in essence, you have to make your body alkaline, and that means you really cannot cheat. You cannot eat anything you're not supposed to eat. You have to get your body into an alkaline state. And so, that day when I was told what I needed to do, I did it. I went completely sugar-free for the rest of my life. I haven't had sugar, other than natural, like in blackberries and blueberries, where you're also getting the benefit, right, of those dark berries, the PQQ that's really healthy for you. It was about just changing my lifestyle. And once I changed it, I felt so good. I never went back. And it really was just about making it so that the cancer doesn't have an environment that it can spread and grow in. That was the whole idea behind becoming alkaline versus having my body being acidic, where it can breed and grow and spread like crazy. So that's how I managed it. And it was really just about changing diet and exercising and improving my lifestyle.
And did it slowly just go away, or did it go away quickly? How did that work?
It was about 6 months before I had my next, scope. And they were like, well, everything looks fantastic. Don't know what you did, but congratulations and have fun.
And what they should have said is, wow, what did you do? How can we find that out? And how can we share that with our patients?
Yeah.
And it's so easy to say, no, here, take this chemo. Let's radiate you. Let's do all these other things. Oh, and by the way, I get a kickback because cancer is the only thing that gets kickback still, which doesn't make sense to me. And yet it's insane.
It's tough, and for me, that was, that was 1995. It was a long time ago, right? It was a long time ago. But I think really the key is to be in charge of your own health, to do your own research, figure things out. You have a license to practice on your own behalf as your own medical doctor. The doctors have a license to practice. Right? Yeah, they have a license to practice as well, but they don't have the time to do the research you have the time to do. So, spend your own time, do your own research, figure things out, and become educated. And then,
like you said, trial and error. You try different things to put
try different things. And once
it works, good. If you look at your ingredients, it's nothing like, oh, I've never heard of that one. What's that? It's stuff that people have heard of because people always look at it. The only suggestion I would make is you got to make that writing a little bit bigger.
You know what?
I got old people, and they're trying.
The new labels have bigger writing. The new labels have bigger writing. So yeah.
Well, David, you are a perfect testament of that. Our bodies are designed to heal. You just need to give it what it needs to heal, and like you said, it's trial and error trying to figure that out. Once we figure out what our body needs to heal, it can heal.
It can. Bodies are amazing. The designer, the creator, he really made them amazing. And once they figure out how to utilize what you're giving them, they can make changes in your body that are, lasting changes so that you don't have the same issues you had before. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Well, we have David's going to be one of our vendors at sorry, it's been a long day here, but he's going to be a vendor at the conference. And if you want to change your life, I would say get this product. Make sure you go to his booth, talk to him about it. David actually doesn't really do this for the money.
Well, it's not even his job. Like I said, he's sitting in his office that is a nice building that is his company, or he's in charge of his company. So, it's like he does this because he wants to help people and let people know there's
otherwise, if he was making a lot of money, it would be 5 times as much, right, to buy that. And so he really does it to help and bless other people. So make sure you go to his booth, learn about his product, and see if this is probably what you're looking for.
Well, I'm excited to see, because I haven't seen the other ones that you have yet. So I'm excited. So you're just rolling those out here just recently. You've done that, so that's cool.
Yep. Yeah, we look forward to it. We really appreciate you two taking the time and using your talents to put this on and make it available to everybody around here. Appreciate it very much.
And David's code to get a discount is Nutrition30, which gets you into the conference.
No, it's new. Isn't it NuBody?
No, it's Nutrition.
Oh, Nutrition. Okay.
Nutrition30, and you can get into the conference for $30. He also has a couple free ones left, right, David? So if they want it, reach out to you.
First come, first served. Log on. Do the. Is it Nutrition 30?
If it's still there, it's available for you. So
nutrition, is it nutrition free?
Nutrition free is the
nutrition free.
So if you're a follower of David, get on there and get your free tickets and come and visit him there.
It's
so
good for these are good for the 2-day live event. So even if you only can come one day, that's all this is good for, is the 2-day live. You can still just purchase that. So, but thank you so much for your time. I know you got to go. You got another meeting, and we got another one coming up here pretty quick. But I just want to say, wow, David's just a good dude. He's one of those guys that's just a good guy, and he just wants people to be able to be healthy and to be able to, like you said, educate yourself and understand it. So,
thank you so much.
Appreciate all you do, and we will see you later.
All right. Take care, guys.